Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Oh, Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. And so Biafrans all over the globe, are you feeling me, chanting? Why and I feel so from my location, you know. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots to Kokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. I got to tell you, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain, we no fear them, Boko Haram, we no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate, we no fear them, we no fear Mietiala, we no fear them, bandit kill, we no fear them, Janjaweed, we no fear them, Al-Qaeda, we no fear Lucifer, we no fear you Satan, we no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan, we no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried in our Biafran. You think it is business as usual. This is the new generation of Biafran. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have to know, man. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots to Kokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots to Kokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. Yerima Shatima, the Boko Haram Big Bill said that in Lagos the Yorubas can be buying the land for 100,000 and Fulanis will buy them for 150 or 200,000. But on Ibadan we buy his one for 10 million. Can you imagine? Mad people everywhere. So whatever, give them water. Maramazuka, I'm seeing Biafra already, man. Yeah, man.
Welcome, Umuchineke. Welcome, lovers of freedom. Welcome, children of heaven. I greet you all. I want to see if I can. Oh my goodness me! Wait, this thing is going to take me a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is this: I am going to play the music because I want to see if I can bring the message from the Twitter, from the Twitter space of our Prime Minister. So it's going to take me a bit of time. So what I'm going to do, I'll put this music background, and you just give me like 5 minutes, and I'm going to be here with the message.
Bona joge Biafra Rokobore Makokari Mano Mafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Kari Mano Mafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Makokari Mano Mafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Kari Mano Dinta Jaravia, Gana Bugabaya, Wemanadiga, Dinta Jaravia, Gana Bugabaya, Ogano Churiaso, Coach, but no baggage in no. Ogago Churiaso, Coach, but no baggage in no. Brother Masikwala Makine Sirike Kiweri Sigiru Basabo Esio Ima Wana Esene Madam Makiweren Give Ego Imanabu Kage Makiwe Esendelu Enyedia Unine Kero Sabo
Kind of life, kind of life. Okay. Okay, see, making it here, babe. Don't worry.
Otutu ala nike, otutu woro nike, dia wego hao. Otu akoga de, mbebya fraga bia, otutu ndega ora. Otu akoga de wo, mbebya fraga biaru, otutu ndega ora. Ogotoma. Mafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Kari Mano Mafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Kari Mano Ulugo Mafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Kari Mano Ulugo Wanem Bianara Biafra do Bianara ya Here give my brother Senator Bianara Biafra Governor Bianara Biafra Absubsidiary Bianara Nabataya Here give my brother Oh Anile Yala Omo Biafra Kanyikele Tukokike Asemo wanile yala omo Biafra kanyikele tukokike Onye furo no dibo Wezi yanyi maze na modikal dike Obiago wetobugo Igbo na-abụ Igbo na ọ bụ onye Chukwu tinyere ọlụ Igbo ekwelugo ndụ m si na Chukwu akara aka m si na Chukwu na-abụrụ Victoria Nwankwọ ndụ m si na Chukwu akara aka m si na Chukwu na-abụrụ Victoria Nwankwọ afọ m olugo nne m bịa kene na mkpụrụ ekolo wee pugo mọmị m bịa kene nne m bịa kene na mkpụrụ ekolo wee pugo nnọma anyị alawala n'ala ahụ nke Chukwu kwere anyị na nkwa anyị alawala anyị agawala n'ala ahụ nke Chukwu gọziri anyị ala Biafra obodo ọma ebe ya bịa siselie obodo ọma ụmụ Biafra tinyere ike were oge ike tinyere ha wee chegidala ha emere mmegbu ụmụ Biafra tinyere ike were ike ha enyere ha wee ledala ha emere mmegbu akụkọ.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Umuchineke, you're welcome. Please, you're going to bear with me tonight because I have a bit of cough. So I'm not going to I may not open the line, but even if I open the line, I'm going to instruct us on what to talk about. But tonight, I just want to, bring. I am live. Eh?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to bring this message to you so that you will understand that we are on course. And I want to salute my formidable and able Prime Minister. I told you that I'm live.
I want to post for Facebook now.
So, please bear with me, guys. So, I want to salute my formidable and able Prime Minister, Udogu Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Dragon. And you have been following the updates from his page. You see that Nadike Bebe, Odogu Bebe, and things are happening. And I honestly am a Bible student and understand very well in the Bible and from the Bible that whom the Lord loveth, he chastises. But the truth is that my Prime Minister, is very, very intelligent and knows how to place priorities right. He knows how to place priorities right. And so some enemies, everything they see Prime Minister do, they want to use it against him, against us, against the movement. But the truth is that the Prime Minister will make sure the movement is positioned in a way that nobody will bring corruption into this movement. Nobody. Abu Beyegi, the person that will bring corruption into this movement for restoration of Biafra has never been born. I'm telling you. Not even me, Vam Vam Vam. Instead of Vam 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 to bring corruption into this movement, he will. I just need to pause this thing so that you finish what you are doing. I don't like it when I'm live and this is going on. Honestly, I don't like it. Please, guys, I'm going to play music and allow them to not to distract me, because when I'm distracted, I lose focus. Why you not do this thing since? Go, Joe. You're getting me angry, please. So, please bear with me. I honestly do not like distractions when I'm doing something. So, our Prime Minister, he is a man of focus, a man of no nonsense. Amubehegi, they never born you to bring corruption. Even if the Vam 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 go bring corruption, one day you step aside. Step aside. I'm telling you. And I will quietly step aside. But at this point, my brothers, my sisters, the love and overwhelming love of my Prime Minister have been displayed once again. The overwhelming, focus of my Prime Minister have been displayed once again. And we were together on this space, on this fateful day, and my Prime Minister would always call me to duty, and he want me to do the needful. And while I was getting ready to do the needful, my Prime Minister just, he got angry. He said, Vam 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 and everyone I do, all you media warriors, listen to me. Listen and listen attentively. This is an order. Nobody should pay attention to any inconsequential whatever. Look, allow them to talk. Allow them to do nonsense that they are doing. Don't pay attention to them. Because you paying attention to them, we are losing time and we are losing space. Because the time that we are in now, there is no time to mark time. There's no time to waste time. We need to give the zoo bomba to bomba. Somebody say bomba to bomba. We need to give them bomba to bomba. Yeah? So the time that we will use to explore every opportunity we have to dismantle zoo, and we will use it on inconsequential people, fallen demons, fallen angels. No, don't try it again. If you try it again, I will show you that I'm the PM. And I say, yes, sir. My PM, Odogu, Abato, yeah. Where's my bell? Abato, yeah. Abato, yeah. I'm telling you, this is, I am having the best time of my life. And, it is so interesting that the time you're having the best time of your life is the time, that your life is on the front line. That even your life is at stake. That's when you are having the best time of your life. As a Biafran, this is the best time of our lives. The time when people are seeing us as people that should be removed from the face of the earth. When people have marked us for destruction, that is the time we are resurfacing and having the best time of our lives. The best time of our lives. I want to warn those on the comment section. I am somebody that hates distraction. If you do not want to pay attention to what I'm saying, you just go and watch from the window. If you make any stupid comment on Pastor Vam 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 show, I can guarantee you, I'll throw you out. I don't care. Look, I am not the type, I want people to listen to me, but I'm not the type that patronize. Do you understand? I am not the type that patronize. The first warning I will give is for call nonsense. Call jambaranta. I am not going to repeat your comment. The only thing we do is that you will just discover that you have disappeared. I will rapture you. I will just rapture you. Those of us that are Christians, we believe in rapture. Rapture. I will rapture you. And then you will be looking for yourself. You will see yourself again. You will know that you have been raptured. So if you don't want to be raptured, pay attention and don't go on the comment section and preempt me. Okay? Don't go on the comment section and preempt me by writing rubbish. And please, every of my moderators, please stay on guard. Anybody that makes a distracting comment, rapture them. You have the power to rapture people tonight. So that nobody distracts us. Because I am going somewhere. And I was also going to request for this message from my PM, but thank God I'm going to play it tonight. Our PM played a very powerful message, before he gave us that hot warning that we should be very careful. And the funny thing is that there are some people that have ear inside their anus. They don't have their ear on top of their head. Because if their ears is on top of their head, they would hear correctly and understand correctly. So if you did not hear what the PM said or the instruction of the PM and you misconstrue it so that PM have fired Pastor Vam Vam Vam, or PM is angry with Vam 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 and has done something bad to him, then I'm here to correct you. Okay, I'm here to correct you. But I'm telling you that any correction or any punishment, whatever, if I do anything wrong, any punishment from my PM, I will humbly bow and accept it. I'm telling you. But the fact is that this is a display of love, a display of, caution. That look, do what you are doing. What you are doing is right. Focus on that place you are doing. It's just like our PM now that is shaking the zoo, destroying them. And some idiots will be calling his name. And you expect him to leave the zoo he's destroyed today. You saw him in different assemblies, in different places, as a delegate. Biafra Prime Minister. He will leave that one and start answering some Lokoko on social media. Oh, now. So the reason why Biafrans love our Prime Minister is because he is focused. And those of us that are following him, those of us that have the gene of the Prime Minister in us, we are supposed to behave like our father. We are supposed to behave like our leader. So if you fall short of that, you will be straightened. Somebody says straightened. You'll be straightened. And when you are straightened, you shouldn't get angry that you are straightened. You should love it and be happy of being straightened. Because you're not being straightened because you have done something terrible. You are being straightened because you are advised to focus on the right direction. Okay? So be very, very cautious this evening. So tonight, I'm going to bring to you this place. This heater is too hot. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Put it up. Yes. Yeah, my beloved Helen, please. Anybody that distracts tonight, I give you the authority to rapture them. Okay? Just rapture them and let them go and rest. All right. For those of you that did not watch this particular or didn't join us in that space, I will bring it to you now firsthand. Okay? So let's go. I'll bring it to you now firsthand. Thank you, Dolofos. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right, let's go. Okay. Is the audio coming out? Is the audio coming out? Let me know if the audio is coming out because it's not yet started yet. Is the audio? The audio is coming out. Let me see if I can fast forward it. Is it okay? The audio is coming out. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Please, you guys are going to be patient because there's a powerful message you're about to hear. Listen.
Did you know that until 1958, Nigeria used the British West African pound, after which it issued its currency, Nigerian pound, in the year 1958, and then Naira was introduced the 1st of January 1973. £1 was equivalent to 2 Naira. Did you know that the flag of Nigeria between 1940 and 1959 was a British blue ensign with the Green Star of David surrounding a Tudor crown? It was later changed to a St. Edward's crown in 1953 with the white word Nigeria under it on a red disc. The colonial flag of Nigeria was adopted in 1914 following the amalgamation of southern Nigeria and northern Nigeria.
The audio is coming out low.
Was also used on the flag of the Governor General of Nigeria. The flag was not universally accepted. Some native Nigerians, including Fela Kuti, refused to salute the flag, despite it being mandated in schools. In 1956, some Muslim Nigerians burnt the Nigerian UN sign at Mecca, Saudi Arabia, because of the Jewish Star of David on it. In 1959, for the Nigerian independence.
This brother that is requesting for my number, I am going to display my number on the screen now, so you can have it, but don't call me. Call me immediately after the program, okay? All right.
Competition to design a new flag was held with Taiwo Akinkomi designing the new flag of Nigeria, which replaced the blue ensign in 1960. Nigeria in seconds.
You have President, Northwest Muslim. You have Senate President, Northeast Muslim. You have INEC Chairperson, Northwest Muslim. You have.
So what I will do, I need to fast forward.
Northwest Muslim. You have.
I need to fast forward this, okay? I don't think that message is coming quickly.
Muslim, North. Chief of Army Staff, Northeast Muslim. Inspector General of Police, North Central Muslim. National Security Advisor, Northeast Muslim.
It became devastated again. I was confused again.
Okay, this is the message I was looking for.
I will raise a man. I send Moses to Egypt. It's time for message. The Lord will say, my friend, my son, change this. Do what I want you to do. At times, it was Exodus.
Soviet Union is nowhere to be found. Yugoslavia was one country that scattered and splintered into 8 countries out of one country. Czechoslovakia splintered into 2. They didn't see 1 over 100 of what we are seeing. Nations in the world that are wise enough, that are multi-ethnic, did their best. The United Kingdom, even though it's a nation, has ethnic groups that took care of the ethnic groups and gave regional autonomy to the Scottish, to the Irish, and the Welsh. Switzerland has 4 ethnic groups, and they make their presidencies sit to revolve around these 4 groups. What is the solution to the situation in our land today? If there must be peace, there must be equity, there must be fairness, there must be justice. People,
Brethren, listen.
Listen to this gospel now.
Normally, I don't join this type of group. But something made me to do so because it was a job given to me. And since Elohim have asked so I decided since that day, let me say this thing. I am not supposed to, but listen to me, listen attentively. It will be a long speech. Before Mazinan Decano was kidnapped, a month after, and the Lord gave me a message to preach, and that message was Exodus out. And where I am, I'm supposed not to bring such message into the church, bringing Exodus of Biafra inside the church. So I tried to be diplomatic with my languages. For 1 whole month and a few days, I couldn't preach anything. Even if
No sound.
Was ripened in the day. I permitted it.
Hold on.
I said permitted. I said destroy the system. I should watch out. Then I was a little bit relieved. I asked another question. What about his blogs? So I would like you to be quiet and listen very well. If you are a DOS supporter or DOS member or whatever, please listen. I asked, what about his blogs? And the Lord told me, his blogs? I said, yes, sir. He said, I want to show to the whole world how rotten the blogs were. I will show it to the whole world. So I became devastated again. I was confused again. He said, but I will raise a man for myself. Here is so that if you are fighting, know who you are fighting. So you don't keep fighting God and think you are fighting man. So I will raise a man for myself with spirit, blood, and heart. History language. So changeable up to date. With the spirit, blood, and heart of Joshua, who will carry on the agitation until when Mazen Namdekano is released and Biafra will be declared. That is what the Lord says, the Lord of hosts. Then I wake up. I tapped my wife and I said, God, give me food. God, he said, what happened? I said, the matter is settled. The Lord has spoken. I am completely okay. She stood up at the middle of the night, doing food. I took my bed, I ate, and I slept. And I became more happier. I even started telling people that this is what God has said. That led me to the social media. Because I don't usually go to social media to join this type of talk and not because all is for me and I am for all. So along the line, at the 10th day of that event, my wife and all the rest. I said, no, our freedom is bigger than whatsoever. Continue when the freedom is done. After all, our message, every message of Christ centered on freedom. So you can't be in bondage again than a free man. So 10 days into about the Lord spoke to my wife. And tell my wife, say, go and tell your husband to activate the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Obukano. My wife woke up. They went to ask, I said, what is her business with this morning? My wife tapped me. Said, honey, see what the Lord told me of. And I am confused. Who is me? What is my business? I don't believe this. Why? I say, yes, the Lord will have involved you. Go and tell your husband that message. That's been our collective prayer point now. So it makes me call so many men of God who are still on this platform and be quiet. They know. Call them, say, please, this is what the Lord has said. We should activate the unconditional release. By then, this unconditional release have never been made public anywhere in the world. Because by then, Aloy Ejumako have not appeared. So later, we began this program every Wednesday. From that day to date, every Wednesday, we fast, pray, and decide not to make it an online something. So that we don't know who is who. And the person go and report you, then you have been trapped. So the men of God, those who agree, we continue. And I continue in my own family, morning and night. In all our night prayer, in all our morning prayer. And then we began to pray also concerning the Joshua. So when I came on Facebook, I saw Simon Nepa, who I know since 2019. But then I don't like his speech. I don't like so many things because I came up through one man, he told me so much love that man is an orator. A good man speaks well until he has a problem and join the person that brought him to the struggle. And because of that, he usually has problem with Simon. Simon at times, when Onion do is online, Simon will still be online. So but I don't like Simon. It was at that hour I began to search, who is this Joshua? Suddenly, Simon appeared. And while Simon was broadcasting, the Lord said, this is Simon. This is the Joshua. And immediately I saw him. He was baptized with the spirit of Mazin Nambekano came inside him. And he began to speak with authority like Mazin Nambekano. And I consulted him and told him, the Lord has delivered, has shown us actually that this young man is the person. We are going to back him. That's how we join force in prayer, praying for him, which I suppose not. Because looking at the background of this person, when I saw the dragon, I said, what does this mean? That man, the Lord said, go ahead. Stand by him. This is the one. I kept quiet. I will continue. Continue. And that is why I keep telling all of you, you can't destroy Simon unless there is no God behind you. You can. One single man, almost 90, argue because there are 92 countries or 95 countries in the world. One single man, he has nobody to back him. He has nobody. He's good. They pushed him, they called him nobody. They thought he was an easy nut to crack along the line. Nothing. He was able to withstand. Do you think that Simon was able to stand? Because I hear the man being saying that they are the one who gave him back. Who is he to give him back? It is God that gave him back. You don't know what you are doing. Even if you came to support him, it is God that pushed you up to do it. Because if left to you, you wouldn't have. And you have never supported anybody in life who succeeded in any of these situations. You has been with
Do you hear that? Everything about our Prime Minister is divine. Divinely orchestrated. Everything about him. So anybody that goes against him, everybody that tries to stop him, anybody that try to manipulate anything that he's doing or try to conspire against him, you are doing it against divinity, against God. I'm telling you, this is not about patronage. This is about truth. I'm telling you, Mazin Nambekano understood this. He told you. He used, sometimes when Mazin Nambekano uses his terms, you wonder, is it just by accident that he uses such languages or such terms? Remember when he recommended him, he said, you must listen to him. You must share his messages because he's bringing a new dimension. And now from the dungeon that they had him, he used the word, it is forbidden. Ask me, why does he use such terms? Very strong words. He said, it is forbidden to go against Simon Ekpa. Whatever he does, he said it is forbidden. The only time that kind of language was used, I think in the Garden of Eden, when God told Adam and Eve, he told them, of every food in this garden you may eat, but you are forbidden to eat from this tree, from the fruit on this tree. Those of you that understand Bible. So when the terms are being used by Alina Mazin Nambekano, it is not just because he wants to speak, it is because of the importance of the issue for which he's using those terms. He's bringing a new dimension. You must listen to him. He repeated it again and again. And while he was in the dungeon, he said, it is forbidden for any member of GOS or anyone to go against Simon Ekpa. Do you understand? So, and this man here is saying, do you think it is just an ordinary person, that ordinary thing about Simon Ekpa? You think it's just ordinary man that you can just come and attack him for over 2 years. You have mapped up everything, ganged up whichever way, and yet you fail. And yet you fail. So both gang up without and within, they all fail. All fail. And so me, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, God forbid that I will ever be an instrument to be used against this divine project. God forbid. It is better I am not born than I will be an obstacle on the way of this destiny. God forbid. So I just needed to lay emphasis on that. Listen to this message.
Was it? He fell because of the spirit inside you. The spirit of failure. You jump into Martin because he was about to press God, raise people like Simon to come and help him to oppose him. And now you came to join the same Simon to bring him down. God had to use Simon to push you out. So that Simon can stand and the word of God could not go. Listen, as long as God liveth, what Simon cannot go down. Whatever he lay his hand over this accusation will do. So go and listen. When you were in April, now came up, UN observers came up and told that the election is not correct. That Nigeria is divided under ethnicity, religions, and there is a demography war going on in Nigeria, which nobody, and that is what we needed. And that is referendum coming up any moment from now, very soon. You keep hearing it, and that is what the Lord said. That he will be leading until Mazin Dandekano comes out and therefore. So that is why you see him. He's desiring our money. You see him bringing.
You see, this pastor, there are some pastors you should listen to, actually. You understand? There are some pastors you should listen to. Pastors like Pastor Vam Vam Vam. And why did I even post this now? You see some of the updates that our Prime Minister have been putting up today while he was in a conference somewhere in a meeting, and he was bringing updates of when he was doing some kind of things for the zoo. He was bringing them up. And then I just imagine what is going through the mind of our Prime Minister. Bringing out some of those athletic, achievements he was doing for the zoo. And then now he is just re-enumerating and thinking and saying, oh, look at all the things I did. I wasted my life. I wasted my time. I wasted my talent with the zoo. I gave this useless entity what they do not deserve. But right now, for the rest of my life, I am going to take back everything I gave to them and even more. And even more. So when he's bringing those, that's why you begin to ask yourself, those people that will be telling you, this man is working for Nigerian government, this man is a distraction, they are using him. You ask yourself, who are these people? Is it that they are so blind to the extent that they are blind both spiritually and physically? Or that they know what they are doing, that they are deliberately trying to be an obstruction on the way of the liberation of the children of heaven, of which it is a guaranteed failure for them. You see, when he posts all those things, I begin to ask myself, this man is really regretting everything about the zoo. Everything. Some of us, honestly, if there's any time you have ever bragged about the zoo, right now you just want to over brag about Biafra. You want to see how you can recover all that ever you gave to the zoo. It's just like David. When David left Ziklag and went to fight, before he came back, the enemies came to Ziklag and they took away everything that David had and his wives and every of his properties. And David went to inquire of the Lord and said, look at what has happened. David asked him, Chineke, Inozikuome. There's a song that says, Inozikuome. He asked him, where you there when this thing happened? What do you want me to do now? Can I go after them? The Almighty God said, you have to go after them. You will take over from them. You overtake them and you will recover all. You will what? You will recover all. Do you know what we are doing right now, Biafrans? We are taking over. We are going back. We are going back in time to take over and to recover all that the zoo have taken from us. We will recover all and more. I'm telling you, we will recover all. So if there's anything you have in you for the rest of your life right now, just know that you are leaving it for Biafra. You are giving it to Biafra to take back what the enemy has stolen from you, to recover all. That's exactly where we are at right now. Let's go on.
In our government in exile, causing it to function, you see, meeting men that matters, and they are giving him alcohol. You see, when you speak, the Nigerian government is panicking and others. You are here talking trash. Listen, there are things I can say. Yeah. Like 3 days ago, 4 years ago, there was a meeting held in Kano by the northern, by the Islamic themselves, and which British representative was here. It was 3 days meeting. They just finished. That they have done the worst mistake for allowing Obi to rise up and reach to the point where he has come back. Nothing again will revise, and allowing some of the northerners who they stole from, like one of the senators that won the election with Congress, I don't want to call his name. He is the origin, the indigenous origin. And you know what he prayed? I will not go for it. So please, if you are fighting mercy, the rest assured you are fighting God. If you are fighting Simon, the rest assured you, no matter whatever Simon do, listen to me and listen attentively. David counted.
Did you hear that? He said, this man of God said, if you are fighting Simon, be rest assured that you are fighting God. No matter what you think Simon did, no matter. I'm telling you, if you are fighting Simon at this stage, be rest assured that you have picked up a battle against God. Now go and investigate. Whoever fights God and win. Oh, God have mercy.
Israel for a census. God will kill 70,000 times for David the sin of counting Israel. David's sin of counting Israel. So God has a way of dealing with leaders. God says, I know Israelite king should marry more than one. David, how many did he marry? Yet a man after God's own heart. God, how many did Solomon marry? All the king that God said they did good, how many did they marry? There is something that God needed in the man's heart as a leader. And I see it in the life of Simon. Simon is a spirit man who is more stronger than so many of us. Who can come up and say, I am sorry. Who can come up and say, if we was speak anything to the same from now, nobody should fight him. And people like us will say, what is this man saying?
You see, that is one unique thing about our prime minister. Honestly, some blind leaders, this particular, I don't know who is this that's calling me. Oko Condem. Anom na live broadcast. You better start watching it. Maybe when we finish, you can call me. I'm on a live broadcast, okay? I am on a live broadcast right now. You are distracting me. So, yeah. All right. You see, what was the man of God saying? I hate it when people call me when I'm live. How do I take this thing back? What was my line of thought? I'll take it back a little bit. Okay.
Sure, you are fighting. If you are fighting Simon, the rest assure you, no matter whatever Simon do, listen to me and listen attentively. David counted Israel for a census. God will kill 70,000 times for David sin of counting Israel. David sin of counting Israel. So God has a way of dealing with leaders. God says, I know Israelite king should marry more than one. David, how many did he marry? Yet a man after God's own heart. God, how many did Solomon marry? All the kings that God said they did good, how many did they marry? There is something that God needed in the man's heart as a leader. And I see it in the life of Simon. Simon is a spirit man who is more stronger than so many of us. Who can come up and say, I am sorry. Who can come up and say, if we was little speak anything to the same from now, nobody should fight him. And people like us will say, what is this man saying?
You see, that's the point. Thank God I took it back. So he said that Simon is a spirit man, he's a God man. Because he said that he possesses a kind of leadership attributes that you cannot find in so many people. Most leaders, most foolish leaders that are blind, most blind leaders, you know what they do? When people are actually fighting them or saying terrible things about them, they actually pay, they even pay people. They pay people to go after those that are attacking them, to fight them, and to make sure they frustrate them. They pay. Just like these criminals they hired 500,000 Irats. But Simon Ekpa is unique. If Wazunike wakes up tomorrow and begins to preach something good, he will come back and say, stop fighting Wazunike. Stop. Don't attack him again. You see? So he doesn't take interest in anybody that is a Biafran to perish. No. That is, you will see that he doesn't have his selfish interest. He has the interest of a whole nation at heart. That's a unique leadership attribute. Very unique leadership attribute. So this particular caution that our Prime Minister cautioned us, it is something that you can only find in I don't know how many people you can find these attributes in. Because you just believe that the people we are actually talking about and calling their names out are people that are against him. Ordinarily, he would, ordinarily blind leaders or those that have selfish interests, they will come and even with fueling it from behind. They will tell you, oh yeah, go this way, do this way, use this one, go after them. He will come out and tell you, leave them, don't leave them, they are inconsequential, don't go after them. If they are powerful enough to stop me, they would have stopped me since. It is not what you are doing now that will make them to stop. So when they get tired, they will stop. In fact, they will obliterate by themselves. They will self-destruct. So that is a unique leader. And one thing that this pastor said here, he is a leader that can easily tell you sorry. He is not that Idi Amin type of leader that will want to consume power on you and exploit it to the limit of actually oppressing you. Biafrans, we have the best. We have the best. We have the finisher. Chineke, this is the restoration here. I'm talking to Chineke people. So that's why this message is very important. I like to play before you will hear. I may not even need to talk too much by the time our Prime Minister will blow hot on some of us that he loves so much. Now listen to it.
The other lady some time ago came up who was insulting him, say something good concerning Simon. Simon came and declared from now, nobody should fight him. He's one among us. Whether if you really know that he's saying bad or good, nobody should fight him. Can you do it? And look at where we are. Thank you.
Now the message is over. We are about to go into the space where our Prime Minister will now deliver what we are here to actually address.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Welcome, lovers of freedom, friends of Biafrans, seated in your various homes, various offices, various platforms to listen to this evening space, live and direct from my location. I welcome you, the media team of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Welcome all of you, the media warriors of Biafra government, both in the homeland, the facto government, and the exile government.
You welcome us first, the media warriors.
I welcome every Biafran, especially those from the old Imo State this evening. I welcome the enemy of Biafra, and I welcome those who have made themselves my enemies.
You welcome even those that made themselves his enemies.
They have gathered here today to also listen to the voice of God, who speaks through me. For the past weeks, we've made it very clear to the Biafra people that there will be no election in Biafra land, and that we have achieved. I'm very grateful that we have been able to deliver. We still have a very long way to go. We told you that the result was written since last year. Hope Uzodinma have the result. And from the 540,000 votes, you can see, shows very clearly that I was not just talking out of assumption. I have the fact and I know what I was saying. The result was submitted to the INEC on between June and July 2023.
He has the dates and dates.
The result was written last year.
He knows when.
They started writing that result last year, and finally it was submitted to INEC between June and July of 2023.
The third eye.
Hope Uzodinma have his copy, while the original copy was deposited with the INEC. Billions and billions of naira was paid to the INEC personnel for this particular fraud, with the backing of the Islamic terrorist state of Nigeria federal government. And the reason is that whatever you do, Hope Uzodinma will be declared winner. Did I not say it?
Yes, you did. You said it.
Then after that, they will tell you to go to court. Even with the moronic people who claim they contested with Hope Uzodinma, go to their word, go to their villages. This one, that man who called himself LP man, the one-hand man, I was listening to him talking rubbish when they asked him, people are not coming out to vote. He said, oh, people are coming, there was a military, they are scared. These are people who are using Biafra people, those who are half Biafra and half Fulanese, to validate Nigeria from Imo State. Otherwise, why would a sensible man be saying that, that they are scared of military, and he was bragging to be the one who brought the military to protect them. And he turned around to say, they were, that his own families are coming out to vote. Now your own family are coming out to vote. Are they going to be the one that will make you governor? The answer is no. So ask that one-hand man who have beer like ask him, how many people voted in his village, in his own village, and let them go and calculate how many voters were announced by INEC. At least, the vote from his village, how many? and then go to the announced result, how many was announced. It's a simple mathematics. I've also seen the one they call Ikenga Ugochinyere, posting the real voters record, where you will see 1 person voted, 7 person voted, 8 person voted. It is there on his page. And do you know what? They cannot do anything. Everything ends on social media. Ugochinyere is posting it on social media. For who? For who to do what?
For their papa.
Is social media going to fight for him? Is social media going to fight for his political party? The answer is no. But him is posting it on social media. Oh, look at this is the official result. 7 voted here, 1 voted here. He is posting it. He knows that Nigeria has collapsed. But because of their selfish interests,
I'm telling you,
they continue to validate it. Now, the result was written, and Hope Uzodinma was just waiting for these shenanigans so that they will bring the result that I have written since last year.
You're welcome, Elvis.
Now, ask yourself, have you seen where in Nigeria before, where election was conducted, and within 2 hours after the election, they started calling the result? Because the result has been written a year ago. And the worst part of this thing is that those idiots who were trying to do everything to serve Nigeria, Fulani, they were also part of the mess. You see them crying today. Oh, Anes should cancel the election. Anes should do this. Anes should do that. The next thing is that, oh, go to court. I am here to tell them this evening, all of you will waste your money. That money is needed in Biafra depression. And let me tell you, anybody that contested election in Imo State, in old Imo State, and you go to court to waste your money, believe me, you are not only going to waste your money in court, we will make you waste that money very well. Get ready to waste the money in rebuilding your houses.
You see the Biafranness in our Prime Minister. I want to welcome Elvis officially. Thank you for joining us, Elvis. The Biafranness in our Prime Minister is that Biafranness that it breaks his heart to see that the Biafrans he is fighting for, they will take the resources that is enough for us to get what we are looking for. Nketa and Kechi, they will use it to go to zoo and waste it for something that they will never get. You see, so it is heartbreaking and it is annoying. Do you understand? So that's why you tell them, look, you go to court, you waste the money. And he's telling them, look, the fact that I know that you waste the money, it is heartbreaking. But I'm telling you, if you go, not only will you waste that money, we will make sure you will lose more of that money, more. To the extent you will be so frustrated to understand that what you are doing is evil. So how can you be going to court or thinking of, like we saw them yesterday, they were posting and saying, we give them 3 days, 7 days. We give them 7 days to cancel election. Who are you giving 7 days? People that stood and stopped Peter Obi. Didn't you see the whole Nigeria? The whole of the zoo. They all know that Peter Obi won. They went after Peter Obi. They stopped him. Ahmed Dati will say some terrible things. Ahmed Dati will open his mouth and say, I will never acknowledge Tinubu as president. He is a drug baron. Will Peter Obi be bold to say that? Let him say it now. They will lock him up. Because they don't regard you. And now look at the freedom that you're supposed to have before you. We have held the ground. We've held the ground. After you did all your charades, now, if the jungle not mature enough for you to know now that it is time for you to join us to end this contraption and go home, you are still thinking of going to court, fighting for mandate. That is heartbreaking. And our Prime Minister, when he sees this thing, he breaks his heart. That is the real, genuine Biafranness in him. Let's go.
Get ready to waste the money in rebuilding your businesses. Is it money you want to waste? We will help you to waste the money going forward. And you know, Hope own is that the trap is there waiting for him. and he can never escape this trap. We already know and we are prepared. We know how we have dealt with him, and we know how it is going to end. He can never ever escape Biafra. Never. I told him, I am very, very close. More closer than I can ever imagine.
Yes.
I am closer to him than he can ever be to me. And he will not escape the atrocities he committed against Biafrans in Imo State.
Never.
The second phase of the Biafra liberation have started today. And I believe all of you may have been hearing how the terrorist army are complaining that they are dying in Biafra. All of them will die there. So tell this Achono or whatever he is called, the he-goat, tell the one they call Anyango or whatever he is called, all of them should not waste their money going to court. But if they do, they will waste it very well.
Yes.
Because we are going to help them.
Yes.
The money you are going to use, billions you are going to use to go to court that will never result anything, bring it to Biafra. Support Biafra. I'm making this appeal openly today.
Appeal.
You did not vote for Hope in the first place.
Thank you.
He remained a governor. You never voted for him. He was not even the third position. He was not the second position. He was fourth. Today, he is a governor. And let me tell you, what Hope has done in Imo State is not only applicable to Imo State. It is the template they will use on entire state in Nigeria. And that is what is happening. APC is an Islamic state party that the only intention and agenda is to turn every part of Nigeria into Islamic state. It is not a political party. It is not a democratic party. It is not anything to do with democracy. It is purely an Islamic agenda that must be stopped by the declaration of Biafra. That is the reason we must fight ruthlessly against whatever government they are installing in Imo State until the liberation of Biafra, until we declare Biafra.
So is there anybody that is still doubting the fact that APC is not a political party? Is there anybody? So if you are a Biafran, or you are trapped in that contraption or that concentration camp, and you still believe in your life that APC is a political party, then something is wrong with you. Honestly, I'm telling you, it is not a political party. It is an Islamic agenda, which I spoke about it. Was it yesterday or the first day? I showed you these pictures. I showed you these pictures. Let me bring the pictures again. You saw it. You saw these pictures I showed you. You saw it. This interaction with Muslim Air Force. Muslim Air Force. Is that what you people bargained for? But this is APC. This APC. Interaction with Muslim Air Force. This man in the middle is wanted in India. He's wanted in India. But he has solace in Nigeria. And all of you are looking like man. Like Nama. You are looking like Nama. You know, the funny thing is that it will now get to a point of which it will never arrive there anymore. You know, if it were before, you would not come and say, Nnamdi Kanu said it, oh. Nnamdi Kanu said it, oh. Hey, now wow, he's correct, oh. This time around, you are not going to get to the point where you will say, Simon Ekpa said it, oh. Hey, well, like say we know. We are not going to allow you. We, those of us now. I am Raphael Chiamaka Jere. I am born to tell you, I am the self-acclaimed armor bearer of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister. I am a self-acclaimed. I am the one that is giving myself that title. I am self-acclaimed armor bearer of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. I am his armor bearer. I may not be alone on this. I know I'm not alone. So if you know what to do, you need to do it. Because we are not going to allow it to get to that point again where they will begin to say, hey, they said it, Master Simon Ekpa was saying it in Finland, though. We did not listen. Hey, yeah, oh, look at it, oh. They are taking all of our land, though. They are buying us, oh. You know what? If you do not join us now, you know what you will become? You will become their chop before we will get Biafra. But whether or not we'll get Biafra is a done deal. We are going to get Biafra. But your punishment is that you will become chop. You see, some of you that are buying suya meat in Aba, in Lokanta, that think that what you are buying is suya meat. I don't know that it is the meat of Umunono, the meat of your own fellow Biafrans, that they are roasting as meat in Lokanta. You know how many bodies were unearthed in Lokanta? Over 80. 80. Some of them were without head. Bodies buried. Whether in their own community, your own brothers and sisters were murdered and they buried them. They even fed you with their meats. They fed you, you ate. You ate their meat. You think we're going to fold our hands and wait for you and allow you to come to that point where you say, hey, yeah, hey, now, wow, they said it, oh, hey, and now Bikanu said it. That one have finished. Because everything Master Bikanu said, they have all come to pass. Now you are waiting for us to allow you to get to that point where you say, hey, Simon Ekpa said it, oh. If we know, that's what we told you. If you will open your gutter and say, hey, if Master Simon Ekpa, if you stop him, another person will arise. It's a lie. It's a lie. Nobody will arise. We are going to end it. We are going to end it. I, Raphael Chamaka Jere, I am armor bearer. I am the one that reload for the Prime Minister to fire. When he's firing and firing, and he run out of ammo, now me, Vam Vam Vam, I will reload. I am armor bearer. I am armor bearer. And we will make sure we put an end to that evil entity. Let's go and listen to our Prime Minister.
And let me tell you, like you all know, we will soon embark on the exercise of data collection. It's very important. I keep hammering on this so that we will collect as many data as possible of Biafrans for the self-referendum. We are going to conduct self-referendum by ourselves.
By ourselves.
And then after that, we declare Biafra. Those of you who only thing you know is to foment trouble and bring distraction into what we're doing, we're not going to have your time. And for that reason...
Now listen, this is where we're going to, after he finished this, and then he hands over to me and my comrade, I'm going to end it. Now listen to how he started this. Because this particular part of this particular broadcast, some of you or some people capitalize on their misbehavior or their destructive tendencies to cut it and then send it to gullible people that do not understand simple language. Well, we are Igbos. Maybe it is because it is in English that some of them misunderstood it and they think it is a problem. Or that maybe Vam 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 will have a problem with it, or maybe our Prime Minister have a problem with Vam Vam Vam. No. Our Prime Minister had a problem with the whole of the media team that will not focus on the real issue on ground, which is the main reason why he comes out every time he comes out to address. You understand? So pay attention, listen very carefully. I will address it very quickly, and then if there are other things to talk about, I will. And then we'll call it a night. So you can share it right now and let everybody come in.
Is to turn every part of Nigeria into Islamic State. It is not a political party. It is not a... We must fight ruthlessness of data collection. It's very important. I keep hammering on this so that... And then after that, we declare Biafra.
Listen,
those of you who only thing you know is to foment trouble and bring distraction into what we're doing.
those of you who only thing you know is to foment trouble and bring distraction into what we are doing. Those of you who the only thing you know is to bring distraction and foment trouble in everything we are doing. Pay attention.
We're not going to have your time.
We are not going to have your time. The issue here is time. Time. Because time is of essence. Time is very important. Time waits for no man. Anytime you waste, it doesn't come back again. So our prime minister is a man that understands time. He is of the seed of Issachar. Our prime minister is of the seed of Issachar. The Bible says they understand the times and the seasons. So a child of Issachar, a son of Issachar, does not waste his time on irrelevant issues. So that is why he is calling our attention. Those of us that have the blood of Issachar in us, Vam Vam Vam, and anyone that is involved, and every media team, those of you that have the blood of Issachar in you, your attention has been called. And you need to listen and pay attention to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. If you do not listen, one day we will drop you, we will dump you, we will cast you out, and the journey will continue. And nobody will know that you ever existed. I'm telling you. If Vam 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 misbehaves today, and Vam 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 is thrown out of this bus, I can bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, nobody will remember that anything called Vam 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 ever existed. You will forget me and I will go. Just like vapor, I will disappear. I can assure you that. So don't think that Vam 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 is one extraordinary people. No. Nobody is in this. What is that English word again? Nobody is... what's that word again? Nobody is... I'm forgetting that English word. Hey, English now. Nobody has a monopoly of it all, but there's a word I'm looking for. Let me see if somebody is smart enough to give me the word I'm looking for. Let me look. Let me see if somebody is smart enough to give me that English word I'm looking for. This word keeps escaping me most of the time. Nobody will say, I am Babanla of them all. Or without me, anybody cannot survive. Anybody cannot do it. Without me, they will not go forward. There is one English word I'm looking for. Let me see if those people watching me. Inadmissible. No, it's not inadmissible. Irreplaceable. Yes, irreplaceable is correct, but there's a particular word I'm looking for. Irreplaceable is very correct. Nobody is an island. No, irreplaceable is better, but there's a particular word I'm looking for. Indispensable. Thank you. Indispensable. What the? If you do anyhow, we will dispense you. We will throw you into the sea of forgetfulness. Nobody will remember you ever existed. Go and ask those that tried before. Some of them are Tagon Chana. Some of them are Bagon Chana. Some of them, they are like some of these cake structure things you hang in your wall that, no, the word I'm looking for is indispensable. Indispensable. You are not indispensable. You can be quickly changed. You will just disappear. And somebody will just come in and comfortably occupy that space. Because in life, there is no vacuum. In life, there is no vacuum. If you do anyhow, another anointed vessel will take your place. Nobody is exempted or immune. Biafrans are coming up with better words. Nobody is exempted or immune. Nobody is above the law. Oh, you people are already graduates of Biafra Republic government in exile. If it were Mazin Nambikano's time, he will tell you, you people are graduates of Radio Biafra. But the truth is that Radio Biafra have exhausted. Mazin Nambikano even gave authority and said, delete everything Radio Biafra from your phone. So we are now in Biafra Republic government. So you are not indispensable. No. You will be dispensed. I'm telling you. You will. Oshibo. Elvis, I need you for this program. If you are ready to join me, you need to indicate so that I'll put the link after I finish this analysis so that you will come and add pepper and oil and salt on it so that maybe the food is sweet well. So nobody is indispensable one day. Nobody. Amubegi, nobody. You say you be Vam 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 in your face. Go and sit down and say so. Who you be? Who know you? Who born you? Biafra is bigger than everybody. Biafra, you know Biafra. Biafra, don't try Biafra. Don't try. If you try Biafra, one in me. If you try Biafra, in me. Thank you, Aloweri. I have gotten the word I'm looking for. It is indispensable. Indispensable. All right, let's go. Let me go back to the message of the Prime Minister. Yes, let's go.
And for that reason, from tonight, every Biafra Republic government in exile affiliated media personnel and media team, henceforth, you are banned from talking about anybody in Biafra struggle. Anybody.
You are banned from talking about anybody in Biafra struggle. Anybody. And remember, the order is to every media outlet, every media affiliated with our government. The order from the Prime Minister is that you are banned. And his order stands. They never banned that person. We're going to go against that order. The funny thing is that some people with their stupid moronic head will always want to go against orders like this. And when you go against it, I am betting you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, you will have yourself to blame. Do you understand? So let's go.
You are prohibited from discussing anybody that is not Nigeria government and the affiliate. If anybody has been in this struggle, stop talking about them.
If anybody has been in this struggle, stop talking about them. He has not hit the nail on the head yet. You need to listen very well. You know you are prohibited to talk about any of them. Face Nigeria government. Face the zoo. If anybody has been in this struggle, stop talking about them. But why? Somebody asked why. But why? Listen to the reason why.
If anybody has fallen out, stop talking about them.
If anybody has fallen out, and remember he's talking about those that have fallen out. If you know they have fallen out, one day, stop talking about them. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Until it is necessary.
Until
tonight, I do not want to see anybody in the media team discussing one nonsense person or the other.
I do not want to see anybody in the media team discussing one nonsense person or the other. Are you listening to me? Somebody say nonsense person. I don't want to see you discussing one nonsense person or the other. So the Prime Minister is telling you that the people you are wasting your time on, they are nonsensical. So you don't need to waste your time on nonsensical nonsense. Fela will call it Babanla nonsense. There's one songwriter that sings. He say, "I don't tire to make sense, but this time around I want young nonsense, and I know say you go hear this my nonsense because I know say this my nonsense they make sense. How nonsense go make sense? You understand? So nonsense can never make sense. So do not talk about any nonsensical person because your time is very precious. We are close to the midnight hour, and it is time when the foolish virgins are going to be proven to be foolish, because the foolish virgins will not know what to do at the midnight hour. It is the wise virgins that know that before it is midnight, you need to make sure there is enough oil in your lamp that will carry you in the next phase. We are now at the next phase. Those that are wasting time talking about nonsensical nonsense, and they would not have time to refill and refuel, they will wake up at midnight and they will discover that there's no more oil in their lamp. And they will be asking those that had to pay attention to the instruction of the prime minister, they will be asking them, please, can you give me some oil? My brother, I know when to listen and I know when to stop. Once the prime minister says stop, I stop. Because if you don't stop, you will be so noisy that there will be so noisy in your head that you won't know when you need to refill. And that time to refill is now. Because when you refill, you will be able to face the enemies in the next stage. Somebody said the next stage. So the next stage is where we are at right now. And I want to bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, every one of us that are listening to the prime minister, we have got enough oil in our lamp and we are going against the zoological republic of animal kingdom. We will stop them before they stop us. I am Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Nonsensical nonsense. Don't waste your time on it. Let's go.
Who doesn't make any sense? Who doesn't command anything?
Who doesn't make any sense? Who doesn't command anything? Do you understand? The people you are talking about, do they make sense? Do they command anything? Are they relevant to what you are doing? Do they impact anything? Then why are you talking about them? That's the issue with the prime minister. Do they impact anything? Do they add to what we are doing? Do they have any value? What is their price tag? Do they worth anything? Do you know how much price that have been placed on the head of our prime minister? Because it's worth something. I'm telling you. So if Vam 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 will refuse to attach himself to the prime minister and behave like the prime minister and take instruction from the prime minister, he will be worthless and he will have no price. No nonsense. Adoya Vam Vam Vam. Can you imagine what will happen when Omazi begin to dollar Vam 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 Vam? Now we can record it. So that's why Vam 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 must listen to the prime minister. When the prime minister blows hot, she says, yes. All right, let's go. Just trying to make it, fun. But the truth is that this is the core truth. Our prime minister understands the use of time and is instructing us to do the needful. Don't pay attention to nonsensical nonsense.
Is not relevant. Who is inconsequential? Whether the person talk bad about me, don't give that person voice.
You see, they are inconsequential. So why are you giving consequence to something that is inconsequential? So if the person talk bad about me, the prime minister said, don't give that person voice. Because when you talk about that person, you are giving that person voice. So, it come. But when it comes to the zoo, when they open your mouth like a tap of fire, explode like a bomber, blow and torpedo the zoo and show them where they belong. But anything that doesn't add value, that is inevitable, anything that is inconsequential, so that is inconsequential, don't pay attention to them. Don't give them voice. Prime Minister said, don't give them voice. That's what he said. And some brainless people we pick this voice and they say, hey, look at it, they have cut them all, the people inside autopilot. Prime Minister have finished them. He has finished Vam Vam Vam. Yeah. Go and learn book. Go and learn book. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing the comment. I'm just playing this thing. And I know I have my moderators in the comment section that are taking care of things. Let's go.
This particular order is to everybody that is affiliated to the Biafra Republic Government in Eza. From Adado Rama down to Ajare, down to Carolina, anybody that is here.
This order is to everybody that is affiliated to this movement. Is that order only to Ajere, to Adado Rama or Carolina? No, it is to everybody. But why Ajere and Adado Rama and Carolina? Because the Prime Minister has a special love for some people. I'm sorry, I don't want to go there. I'm just trying to joke with that. But the truth is that you must listen to the orders of the Prime Minister. From Ajare to Adadiolam to Carolina to Sonia Parawa to Ugotu 47 to every Biafran media warrior that is connected and affiliated to this particular movement. Everyone. You must listen to the Prime Minister. Why is he saying it? Is it because he doesn't love you? No, it is because you are doing good. But stop paying attention to things that doesn't need your attention. That's exactly what the Prime Minister is saying here.
Affiliated to this government, you are from tonight prohibited from talking and discussing anybody that has fallen out of this struggle until when it is necessary.
Until when it is necessary, because the Prime Minister knows when it is necessary. My brothers, you know, when he says follow who know road, he knows road. So let's follow him. I'm telling you, we must follow him. You have followed some people before now. You followed some people before. Where did he lead you? So now that you have seen someone that is leading you to the place where you are going to, you are going to follow him. You understand? So until when it is what? Necessary. So when it's necessary, the PM will tell us what to do. And mind you, like I reminded you tonight, I am self-acclaimed. You can take your own, though. This one is self-acclaimed. I am self-acclaimed armor bearer of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile. Yes, and the title when I don't take this night. I see that vacancy and I take it. Somebody said, take it by force. Somebody said, take it by force. The kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. Yes, let's go.
I will give you that green light. For now, we must focus on Nigeria government.
We must.
On Hope Uzodinma.
Yes.
On the awareness to make sure that the necessary resources is raised.
Mm-hmm.
Necessary fund is raised.
To make sure that the necessary resources is raised, because actually, where we are now, the point we are at now, what is important is Oho. What is important is ego. I'm telling you. And so, if you know how to get that money, get it. If you know those that have that money, take the gospel to them and preach it to them. Tell them that we need that money now. Because if you don't bring it now and we are able to get to the point where we can now sponsor this thing by ourselves, your money will be useless. So we need it now. So how to get that money? That's what we should do now. Okay? So every fundraising must be promoted, must be pushed forward. Biafrans must come and put in their cents, their dollars, their pounds, their naira, their everything to get the job done.
You have to continue to expose and create awareness on the activities of the Biafra Republic Government in exile, activities of the Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra Resistance Fighters, activities of our Marine, activities of our Naval Forces, activities of whatever the Biafra de facto government is doing. This is what I want every media.
There are many things that the Prime Minister wants us to do. Even without being told, you see, there are so many activities. Water, Promax, everything. Gidigam, and his men are doing wonders. These activities should be brought to the limelight. Go on Twitter. We are all on Twitter. Pastor Vam 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 is on Twitter. Mansu Go 247 is on Twitter. Aprawason is on Twitter. Our Prime Minister is tweeting every day, retweeting and then creating tweets and posting them. You know, going to fetch every update going on in the land, how the water is going on, bringing them to the world to see. Do that. That's what we should be doing. And I am willing and ready to do everything that we make sure that the whole world stand attention for Biafra, as the Prime Minister have instructed.
That every media personnel to be doing from tonight. Believe me, if you disobey this particular instruction and directive, you are out. You know I don't waste time.
Yes.
You are out.
I know he doesn't waste time. Honestly, some of you that would think that he doesn't, there's no friend. There's no paddy in this jungle. If you do anyhow, I have said it before, I'm still emphasizing it, we don't waste time. If you misbehave, you disobey, you are out. And that for that part of the English, I understood it very clear. Very, very clear. The language is clear, crystal clear. So you must obey. Vam 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 must obey. Adado Lama must obey. Everybody must obey. Who go to 47 must obey. Sonia Parawa must obey. Carolina Mbeze must obey. All of us must obey.
We don't need any distraction going
No
forward.
distraction.
We are now entering the real deal.
The real deal
of the liberation of Biafra. I don't want any distraction.
No distraction.
I don't want to come on social media and I open your pages, your platform, and all I'm hearing is this one is that, this one is this.
No.
This is not what we are doing now. We are now entering a very dangerous phase of this struggle that you must continue. If they attack me, allow them not to respond until I ask you to do. Call my attention on those attacking me. I will tell you when to respond and when not. For now, there is nothing they are going to say about me they have not said before.
You see, if they attack him, allow them. You should not attack. It is called Ebono. Let them fire their Ebono. Because if their attack is worth anything, since they are blackmail propaganda, since if it is the one that he needs us to talk about, we have a media group, we have a media team. Our prime minister is connected to us, every one of us. He will tell you what to do. He will tell us what to do. And we will do exactly as he instructed. Thank you, my PM. We will obey.
There is no attack that is going to come to me today that I have not seen in the past.
Yes.
So from tonight, focus on creating the awareness, bringing what Biafra Liberation Army are doing to the public. This is our task, from tonight. The activities of the Biafra Liberation Army, hunt for it, look for it, put them on social media, and let the world see.
Yes.
I'm going to give a room to the host. We have the media personnel. We have the Deputy Minister of Communication, Arafat. Then we'll have the member of...
In this particular space, I was there with the Prime Minister and in my capacity as the Deputy Minister of Information. And I don't have any problem with my Prime Minister. So for those that think that Prime Minister said this, I'm not fired. The only time I'll be fired is if I disobey. And I'm making sure I don't disobey. So as he blow out, finish, he handed the microphone over to me, Rafa Jere, the Deputy Minister of Information, and my co-ministers that were there, and we did the needful, and Biafrans were there. And in fact, the Zoom, the space that day was on fire. Thank you very much. That's the message I brought for you today, for you to understand that there's no distraction. No distraction. No. For anybody that will just cut out this particular part without elaborating on it to understand, for you to understand the focus that we need at this time. That is the essence. And I'm sure you listened to the gospel before this particular explanation. And we must be up and doing. We must show the zoo that we are ready, equipped and ready to go. Unstoppable, undistractable, indestructible, ready to give our best for the restoration of the kingdom of heaven upon this earth. Thank you very much for joining me today. I am quickly going to, I think we've had it. I don't know. Is Elvis here? And based on focus and updates, let me quickly see. If Elvis is there and is willing to come up, I will send him the link because I don't want to just waste time here or people that will come and start talking from a different angle today. I don't want it. No distraction. Okay. Elvis is there. Elvis, I'm going to put the link on the comment section now so that you'll pop in, like I told you. So that you come and add, the spices, add the pepper and salt for it, so that it will. So Elvis, the link is there. Now just look for it on the comment section and hit it. Yeah. So what are those with updates? Those that are impressed with what our Prime Minister is doing, picked up the link and let us fire the zoo this night. Let us fire the zoo this night. I think the link is already there at the comment section. Is it there? I guess it's there. Okay, I've pinned it on Raf Chamaka TV. I need to go pin it also on Ajere Global Media. Please, those of you that are yet to subscribe to Ajere Global Media, it is very important you do so, because that backup channel need to, everybody on Raf Chamaka TV should also be on Ajere Global Media. It is very important to get why. Because if you are not there, if we have a challenge, on one channel, you will miss us on the other one. So that's why you need to be on all these double channels. Okay, Elvis is here. Hey, Elvis, 11.
Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Is my voice echoing?
Okay, they are telling me your guest, Elvis, is on Android Chrome, which has a bug that causes echo. Google is working to fix it.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why it's like this. It's a new phone because I lost my phone. Then I got a new one, and then every time I go to Streamyard, it's telling me this. They try to use headphone. So ask your audience. Ask your audience if my voice is coming out good. I'm not gonna spend time though.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. They will complain if there's anything like that.
So our Biafran people, please, before we continue, I will plead with you all to help Pastor Vam 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 in spreading this news, because we all know it's not easy to always be on program every day and night broadcasting. Please be the change that you want to see. Share the program. Share it on all your groups. All those groups you used to see these skits, all these nonsense comedies you always watch on many groups. Share their front liberation message on all those groups. Share it on your platform so that at least let it be known that we told the world. Let people know, let people listen to us, because it's very, very important that you encourage people that are putting out their time. You encourage them so that they can continue. Because as you see me, you know that like for over 2 months now, I've not been broadcasting, because sometimes you are just like, like you'll be like, you get tired as a human being. I don't even know how Pastor Vam 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 and Sonia Barawa and even our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, I don't know where they're getting this energy from. So please, guys, comment and let us know if my voice is coming out good, because I'm having a small problem with my systems. Pastor Vam Vam Vam, how is the voice coming on? Is it coming on good? I see Pastor Vam Vam is on telephone. So guys, like I said, your voice is good. Okay, perfect. Pastor Vam Vam, I'm not going to spend much time. I just wanted to lend my voice to assist you to hammer the message into the voices of the people that may wish to listen. This night, I want to talk to our people that voted, that was part of the shambolic election in Imo State. Some people was thinking that when people will come out, then they will see the Afghan Liberation Army everywhere with armored tanks and shooting everybody. At the end of the day, those people were so disappointed, because we are not here to kill our own people. We are not here to injure our own people. We are not here to make our grandmothers that they give 5,000 to run and get wounds. We are not here to cause confusion in our land. We are here to tell you that since last 4 years, that Hope of them have found his way to the Douglas house, to Ikonso house, as Maznan can renamed it. Up till now, you have not done anything. You couldn't do anything. You shout, you explain, tire. The same explanation is what you're still doing now. You went to Peter Obi, obedient. At the end of the day, you are still explaining up to today. So the question now is, how long are you going to continue this idiocy? How long are you going to continue explaining? I was watching our Rise News today. Husseini was speaking and talking and shouting and narrating how since over 40 years, Nigeria have been having shambolic election that is marred with a lot of problems. But come to think of it, when you see the so-called president of yours told you that you should go out there, that you should fight for it, that you should grab it, you should run for it. The person that is your president is what is telling you, and this is what he did. And at the end of the day, the INEC and your court judicial system place him as your president, and you can't do anything about it. So now, it's so funny to hear the Labour Party aspirants shouting and saying, I am waiting for my president, my president should come and help me. How can your president help you when he is the generator of gravity and run with it? How can you? I don't understand. you want somebody that is a drug baron that is sitting on illegitimacy to come and help you to legitimize what is never going to happen. So now, after you go to court, you wait for another 4 years. But listen now, we're here to tell you that we have been watching you do this for over 60 years, all right? We never fought you. We have been watching you do this nonsense since over 60 years. But thank God that we have people like our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that opened our eyes. Thank God we have people like our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, that consistently continued on the path of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Thank God that we have these people. Thank God we have Pastor Vam 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 that is always every day on social media continuing the path of the liberation and to awaken your consciousness. So we are not going to continue doing this nonsense with you all over again because we waited. I remember when I was small. I remember when my people used to go and vote and the election and everything. You know, like we have been doing this nonsense over the years. So now it's time for us to wake up, and now it's time for the Biafran people have woken up. Biafran people have woken up, and guess what? You don't have no choice. You don't have no choice. It's either you join the struggle to liberate your people. Before I joined this program, I see at least 400 people on this live program. I think that the people they are listening. It doesn't matter. Listen, guys. It doesn't matter whether you like the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile or not. He's not telling you that he's the Prime Minister. He's going to rule Biafra forever. He is telling you immediately that Biafra is restored. There's going to be a democratic election. Then, if you think that you have what it takes to govern Biafra people, then you come forward, and I will even help you to campaign for you. But before then,
exactly.
you start laying your background now. Start from your community. Tell them about Biafra so that they will start knowing you. Tell them about the liberation so that when Biafra come, then you can come out and contest to be the Prime Minister or whichever post you want. That is not the problem. I will even, if you are good, I will help you to promote you. No problem. But for now,
that's why we have channel. We have our YouTube channel. We have our social media. It is time for you to start building up for Biafra.
Build up your stuff.
To campaign for you.
Exactly. Because you fighting Simon Ekpa is not. You have already seen. You have went to Finland to do your work of shame. It never took you anywhere. You have written petition. It never took you anywhere. You have hired assassinats or whatever you've done. You have taken money from the government. You have done everything. You have been fighting him since 3 years. It has never led you anywhere. So, my brother, I want to tell you this: no this and no peace. It's either you support the Biafran government in exile. If you say you don't want to support them, it's not a problem. Just go and sleep. It's either you support them or, you just pack your properties and go to Uguawosa, go and reside there. Because this path we are going, there is no U-turn. There is no U-turn. Okay, you have seen what is happening. You kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The struggle have turned to restoration. It's no longer agitation. It's now restoration of Biafra. Everything have changed. The game have changed. So all this thing you're doing, all this shenanigans, all this propaganda, you will be all these lies. Some people will come and lie and say that Simon Ekpa said this and said that. Seriously, guys, if you don't like him, since you say you want Biafra, start to build your own grassroots with preaching. Tell them why Biafra should come. Teach our children about Biafra so that those children you are teaching now are the people that will vote you tomorrow. Teach them Biafra, talk to your people, do your own campaign in your own way, and fight for Biafra. When Biafra comes, then you can come and defeat Simon Ekpa as the Prime Minister on a ballot box that is going to be very, 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 very free and fair. because we are in Biafra. So
Yes.
that is my 2 cents I want to put this night. If you like, vote from here to the kingdom come. If you like, campaign for shout obedience from here to the kingdom come. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter the hate you have. There is no going back. There is no going back. There is no going back. Do you think now all of a sudden, Simon Ekpa will wake up in the morning, he say, okay, Biafra, I'm not doing it again. Pastor Vam Vam Vam, the same time, he wake up and say, Biafra, I'm not doing it again. We are all now one Nigeria. Then obviously, I will wake up in the morning, I will tell you, okay, now, I will become Jagaban's son. We are now one Nigeria. My brother, my sister, it's not going to happen. So when you know this, you know peace. The moment you realize that there is no turning back, the moment you realize that either all of us come together and fight this once and for all, they say that one single broom is very, very easy to be broken, but a bunch of broom is very, very hard to break. So why do you want to neglect these adages from our forefathers?
Yes.
Our forefathers that say that our forefathers that say a tree cannot make a forest. These are adages from the wise people. You decide to forget it and you decide to listen to your pastors that is telling you that you put one olive oil in your door and it's going to protect you from Fulani herdsmen. These people in our land using our own brothers to do suya, they can never be forgiven.
Never.
They can never be forgiven. So guys, because of my applicant is not really working well, I'm trying to update my laptop as well. This one is not, I don't know if I'm echoing, so I'm not going to stay long here. But I want to drop this. Please, be the change you want to see. Be the change you want to see. When you see people devoting their time and effort to speak about Biafra, my brother,
Elvis,
I have tried this noise.
Elvis, there's one man I want to show you. You might know this man. This one was, obedient to the call. Look at him here. This man here. I don't know if you know this man. His name is Femi.
I watched him now. I even wanted to use his video to make a program. There's a video he dropped 2 days ago by Sahara TV. He was saying that Nigeria is a wrong union, is a very big mistake. I watch every of his program. Yes, I know him.
This man, and there's one statement he made that I will never forget. He said, if you bring 10 of Femi Duro to me together, 10, you join them together and you give them the constitution of Nigeria, that Nigeria can never be better. But yet, after saying that, he went with Peter Obi to campaign for Peter Obi that was going to govern Nigeria with the same constitution he told you
that he don't believe.
Today,
and now he's back now to cry. He's back now to cry. After crying,
I will play this video later. I don't know if you have time for me to play it for you.
No, play. I still have 5 minutes. Play.
Okay, let me play it. He's now, look at what he's saying now.
I have never been circumspect about speaking my mind on what I believe to be the way forward for Nigeria. I have never hidden my position. My position has always been clear. Nothing short of a revolution can save Nigeria from itself. Nigeria is already designed to self-destruct. If you are going to save Nigeria, you are going to have to own up to the fact that what we have is no longer sustainable. But when I say a revolution, I must be careful to define, because
you see, he's already being careful to define the truth. He already said, because he said
you don't know what you want.
It can never be fixed. It will go to self-destruct. And he said, if you need a revolution, tell me revolution. How else can you define revolution? But I want to define it because he's still in that same Nigeria, that he's even afraid to stand by the word revolution. He has to give it his own interpretation to save himself from being, Nigerianized, or for Nigeria happening to him. Let me play it so that let me allow to play. Let me just allow to play.
I have never been circumspect about speaking my mind on what I believe to be the way forward for Nigeria. I have never hidden my position. My position has always been clear. Nothing short of a revolution can save Nigeria from itself. Nigeria is already designed to self-destruct. if you are going to save Nigeria, you are going to have to own up to the fact that what we have is no longer sustainable. But when I say a revolution, I must be careful to define, because a lot of time, what you find is that the evil men governing Nigeria have demonized the word revolution. But the word revolution comes from the French word revolver. Revolver means to turn around. Nigeria is heading to the cliff edge as we speak. The existing legal order has already been destroyed. The basis of the legal order governing Nigeria today, the 1999 Constitution, has been destroyed. So we are either going to sit down, acknowledge the fact of the destruction of that document, and then begin to fashion a different way forward, or the system will grind to a halt and chaos will ensue. What do I mean? I would explain. The 1999 Constitution, a document a lot of us have assailed for years, sets out rules and guidelines and has provided for how things should be done. But there is no way that constitution can continue to exist in the presence of a Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency. To validate Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency, the Supreme Court is going to have to shred the 1999 Constitution, and by affirming the heresy that came out of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. If the Supreme Court proceeds to validate that judgment, what you then find is that it would have opened the Pandora box for the destruction of the 1999 Constitution. It might take a day, might take a year, it might take 2 years, but that constitution effectively dies. They might enforce his death and continue to pretend that we still have a constitution and a democracy by sheer force of arms. It might be that those of us who desire a revolution might mismanage the movement, and then it turns into chaos simply because we fail to act or we act wrongly. But the fact of the matter is that you cannot sustain the lies of a constitutional democracy predicated on the 1999 Constitution and still have a Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency. A Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency means that we have 37 states. A Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency validated by the Supreme Court means that it does not matter if you are a crook or a criminal, you can be our president. A Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency means that you can lie about your name, your age, your parenthood, your schooling. You can lie about everything and anything. There are no moral bars to qualify for the presidency of Nigeria any longer. That is what a Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency validated by the Supreme Court will be telling everybody. So for me, our reality is that we didn't get here today. I was maintaining that a revolution was required for years. I sat down and wrote a book on the subject because I already knew that this system is unsustainable. At some point, all the lies Nigeria have been telling itself would catch up with it. All the lies of Nigeria have come to coalesce in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And now, Nigeria is being confronted with his own lies. Everybody who will presume to legitimize his mantle would have to take off their own gown of honor and wear it for him. And as they are wearing it for him, they are denuding themselves, and the cloth they are wearing for him cannot fit him. As they are wearing it for him, he will be torn. He is naked. It has pleased God to render him naked, and everyone who presumes to cloak him will be equally denuded. So, if they like, let them come to the knowledge of the fact that it is in the hand. That revolution can begin in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court can do something it has never done before, at least in recent times, which is to give justice. It is entirely in their hands to do it or refuse to do it. That's their business. I'm not. Let's be clear. If that doesn't happen, it's up to the Nigerian people. But my own position is the same thing I'm saying here and now. I didn't start saying this today, but I do remember that when they offered beavers and the amendment to the Electoral Act, some of us were front and center in telling the people, go and register. Let's register to vote. Let them refuse to honor the legitimacy of our vote. We will go to court. Before there was a Peter Obi, he's there. It's an imperative of the Nigerian Revolution. It was always there that the only way we could galvanize the people generally would have to be that we took advantage of the electoral route, took advantage of the judicial route, and all failed. Because you really cannot galvanize the people to act the way they need to act in relation to the Nigerian situation if you do not strip the entire system naked in front of the people.
My brother, this man, this is the people that I call over-intelligent fools of Nigeria. You know, he always writes his book. Maybe I'm going to write one of my own book called Over-Intelligent Fools. You sound too intelligent. You speak too much grammar. You tell us where revolution is coming from the word of a French word. After you speak all this grammar, My brother daily father to me, how far, how market, how far. Tomorrow you come again. You will speak. My brother, you cannot build something on nothing and expect it to stand.
He said we need to come together. Who will come together?
Who? The same way you came together at Lekki Toll Gate. You came together at Lekki Toll Gate. I honestly, I pity my Biafran people that are following this road of every 4 years. You say it's going to be better. I'm just pitying them because this man wrote to me, whatever he called himself. He will come and speak all this, and he can say anything he wants. But you, as a Biafran, go and say it. Peter Obi, go and say it. The same way Dati Ahmed is saying everything on national TV. You as a Biafran, go and say it if they are not going to arrest you immediately. So for you to see that you are living a life lower than a slave, and that is what you want my own children to follow you to live this kind of life.
All these things he's saying, Mazen Namdekano, he's talking about writing a book before P2B. Mazen Namdekano has said it. He even told them that, look, it is only INEC. That video went viral. It's only INEC that will choose your president for you. He even told them, Tinubu have been picked to become the president.
To become the president 8 years ago. 8 years ago he said it, yeah. Or 10 years ago. Yeah. And what is happening now? They say
they went to contest with Mazen Namdekano told them, you don't need to go there. He is the one they will put there.
Exactly. It's just like before this election in Imo State, someone came, the prime minister came and told you that the results have already been written. Okay, look at what is happening in his own village. I was watching the news today. You have 8 people accredited that day, but you have 400 that voted for him. How? But when Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government, was telling you this, so you want me and you to continue in this nonsense. You want us to continue, okay, no problem, we leave everything to God, we go to church, we give offering, then next 4 years, we continue. Next 100 years, because my brother, my sister, I am here to bust your brain. It's not going to happen, not in this time, because we are here to support the government, the Biafra Republic government in exile. We are here to support them. We are here to make sure that Biafra come in our time. Are we still there, my brother?
We are here.
All right, bro. I'm going to leave you guys now. But before I go, Pastor Vam Vam was on the Twitter space 2 days ago, I guess. I don't know how to raise my hand up. So maybe I'm going to call you private for you to teach me that. So there's something I wanted to ask, because I don't like all these people that come on Twitter space and be asking nonsense questions. But I wanted to ask and suggest something direct to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And that suggestion is, maybe you can bring it to because you are part of the government, maybe you can bring it onto Sonia Akparawa table, because he's the Minister of Communication, Information, exactly. So I was thinking, when we had Biafran Civil War, we don't have internet then, and after Biafran Civil War, there was nobody that was teaching us. I remember when I was growing up, nobody was telling me about Biafra until after some years I came to Europe. I now started to hear the voice of Mazen Namdekano. So which means during my childhood, I was not hearing anything. So I'm thinking, I'm just suggesting, maybe you have discuss it with the government in exile. If the communication and information ministry can have a kind of program. There are some people that are very good to teach children stuff. You understand? There are some people that are teachers. They know how to talk to children. Like a segment, like it's not adult that's going to be calling in. It's going to be children that will be calling in to ask questions after somebody have given them, let's say, 30 minutes of educative information about Biafra, about the government, about what we're doing now, just for children. Because I believe, I don't know, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, it's just a suggestion. They say that anything that you think you can bring on the table, bring it. Since I just thought about this, I said, let me bring it on this Twitter space, but I couldn't raise my hand up.
Oh,
I was thinking, like, if there is a program,
what name are you using on Twitter? Are you using
Avis,
Elvis?
Avis.nation, yeah.
Ah,
The profile picture is Mazen Namdekano parents. That's what I'm using. So,
okay.
anyways, Pastor Vam Vam, you just suggest it to your fellow ministers. Uh, if there is a woman, a lady, maybe a lady, you know, women have this soft voice to talk to children. Like I remember when I go to my child's school, I see how the teacher talk. They talk differently with children. They teach them different. Me, I cannot teach children. The only thing I can do is that if there's a program like that, I can come, get myself prepared, and speak to the children about national pride, for example. I can talk very well about national pride for you to be proud of where you're coming from, for you to be able to defend your country any day. Because I believe that catch them when they are young. We teach our children. We're not going to have any school in Biafra where they will gather and the government will come and shoot them. No, I'm just talking about like online like this. Let's say every Sunday after church, the children will be there for like 1 hour. They can ask questions, call on, ask questions. If there is Streamyard link, the children can come on, ask questions on phone. You know, the more you do it, it will attract children to be participating, to be knowing more about what we're doing. So that tomorrow, when they go out and see two soldiers, they see a Biafran Liberation Army and a Nigerian army. They already know who is for them automatically because they have been taught, they have been educated. Do you understand? When they hear a sign, they know exactly what that sign means. Is it sign? Is it run? Is it hide? They know exactly what that sign means because they have been going to all these small seminars we are doing online. You know, it's part of education. They say that education is the key. So maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but it's just a suggestion. Every suggestion might not be good, but I think that it's always good to catch them when they are young. We are not going to gather them anywhere in Biafra land because that's going to be too risky. We know what will happen if you gather them in a school now, say you want to teach them anything. So online, anybody can call on phone and any child. It will be very nice if I hear a child voice. Like on a program like this, the child is calling and asking, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, why did Ojukwu, what happened in Aburi? Why did Ojukwu didn't get Biafra? Then Pastor Vam will explain to this child why Ojukwu took Nigerian government to Aburi to sign an accord, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like, it will be very sweet to hear this student voice participating. It's going to be like now that the Prime Minister have said and ordered that nobody should be talking about anybody anymore. So let's put another different gear, different dimension from another perspective. If you are a woman, a teacher that know how to deal with children, that you want to participate, you know, then I cannot do it. You know, I talk too aggressive. You get what I'm saying? You know, I know the kind of things I can handle. I can tell a child to be very proud of himself, to have national pride, to be able to wear Biafran, you know, anywhere to defend our borders anytime, any day. So it's just a suggestion, my brother. So just speak about it with your people, with your ministers, and then you guys will know if it's good or not.
Yeah, I buy that idea. It's a very fantastic one. And again, this can begin from the homes. And there's this, look at this comment here now. It's a most younger generation of Igbos, and maybe you should use the word Biafrans. They are one. Some of them are even one Nigeria, one Nigeria, and they are ignorant of what happened. And that's another point again. Some of these people from homes, because I would have suggested that every parents, every guardians begin to learn how to teach your children some of these, our history, our culture. You know, some of the videos you watch, I am telling you, there are so many historical videos on YouTube. You can't believe the things you will lay your hands on YouTube. But this issue that Elvis raised is very important. Maybe we're going to figure out how maybe once in a week we'll be able to, you know, stage programs where, you know, our kids can call in. And if you are in the media and you are good with all this history, you are a woman, even you are a man, and you are keen or you are updated with all these current affairs and historical facts about Biafra, you come in on these programs. When calls come in, there are so many things that Vam 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 may not even know. There are so many things that Mazi Soni Akbarawa may not know. There are so many things that Mazi 247 may not know. And you are there, you are watching us, you were part of the history, you knew more about it. Then you will come in on these programs, and then when calls like this come up, then you will respond. Or even if calls does not come up, you can use your time. You must not show your face on videos. Some people come in here, like my brother that is here on the stage, Manzi Chigozie Ezioku, that is here. He doesn't show his face, but he's always here. I've already known him. So if there's anything he has to offer, he will come up and share it, part of our history. Some of the things that our kids should know, that this new generation of Biafrans should be aware of, so that our children will grow up with this knowledge. I'm telling you, it's going to help us a lot. You know, most of these countries that we are living in, like here in Italy, most of our children, I'm telling you, they know a lot about the history of their countries. They know a lot. So if we can come up with these, teachings, it will do us a whole lot of good. Thank you, Mazi.
So, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have to sign out now. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This brother, mute yourself. Dan.
No.
Mute yourself.
Okay.
I'm trying to mute you.
I'm trying to do it.
It doesn't give me the. Okay, that's the problem, because you say your guest down is on Android Chrome, which has a bug that causes echo.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to mute it from stage. Stop.
It doesn't even give me the chance to mute him. Anyway, Mazi Ezioku, please, I know you have wasted a lot of time in the background. Please take the microphone, please.
Yeah, good evening from here.
You're welcome.
God bless you. Thank you for giving me a little opportunity. Of course, though I heard about Elvis, but I know that even though Elvis is there, maybe we can also join him as well. Maybe if there is any space for us to speak one or two things. So it's good to hear all that the Prime Minister has said. And like I always said, what is very important is to get Biafra.
Yeah, please, 1 minute.
To get Biafra. Anything that will make
my background. Do me a favor. Can you? I'm not bringing you up. Yeah, just can you please? It's not a familiar name. Can you please open your camera? Let me see that I'm talking with someone. Let me know, because I'm being careful who I bring up. Sometimes I bring them up and they open up something that is not suitable for YouTube. Some of these people that they use to destroy our channel. Okay. Oh yeah, lock your camera. Lock it back. No problem. Lock it back. I can bring you up without the camera. All right. Okay. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, so like I said, what is important at this point, just like our Prime Minister has spoken, I totally agree with him. In fact, I was expecting him to say that for some time until he came up to say that. I was so much happy, and that actually made me to believe, even though I believed before, but he gave me more belief that actually he's the man, just like we rightly said, that there is no other person coming after him. He is the man that the Lord have chosen to restore this Biafra. Yes. There is no two ways about it. It is a clear fact. Anybody that is fighting against him is just wasting his own clock. There is no point. Those fellows that are trying to do anything to try to stop him, I'm sorry, they are going to stop themselves. Not just stopping him, because he has a focus. He's a man with focus. He doesn't want to lose focus. Even some of those fellows who are coming from by the side, trying to, distract the movement, and then make us to begin to talk about things that does not provoke the people that we want to provoke. There are people we are provoking. And there is those people, we must not stop provoking them, because we actually really need to make sure that by what we are saying, will demolishing them, gradually demolishing them. In fact, if there is anything we can, in fact, we are even thinking of so many things going in my head, because our Prime Minister has actually made me to feel more belonging than the other time. That message was superb. That message must not be, ignored. Anybody ignoring that message, he or she is ignoring that message to his or her own peril. And I'm telling you, that fellow is going to regret ignoring that particular message. Very powerful message, honestly. And I want to tell us that whatever we are doing, we should do it with a clear heart. God is going to be with us till the end. It doesn't matter what the enemy has planned at this last phase. As the enemy is planning, the Lord is helping us to plan. And we are doing something tremendously. And I'm telling you, before the enemy will strike, our God will strike. And that time, they themselves, there will be nowhere to behold hand. Because all these ones now, he has told them, has given them another chance. Let them just stop those craziness they are doing there. Going to court that you never had justice. You know that everything has completely capsized. Must somebody told these people that Nigeria has been destroyed? Will somebody come and open their ears to tell them that this country that they are longing to belong have been destroyed? How can these people call themselves our own people who will still see something that have damaged? This is just like saying that Satan will repent. How possible can that be? There is no room for Satan to repent. Anybody waiting for Satan like Nigeria to change, he is wasting his time. And this is the time that we must focus to the reading. These fellows, even though they don't want to come at this point, we are going. We are not looking at anybody's face. We are tired. We are sick and tired of this particular barbarism that is going on here. Everywhere there is nowhere that place is looking nice. Not even when you run to the church, you begin to get disappointed. You run to every nook and cranny. Everywhere is just shedding tears, even in secret and in open. Everything is too bad. And nobody, even some people who you expected that they should do something needful, you see them doing crazy things. Most of them are carrying bags of rice in different places. How much years will you eat that rice? How many days will you eat that rice? And they don't think, they don't reason. Just look at this 4 years.
Remember that there are people that are on the platform also. So use your time, please.
Okay, it's just that you didn't give me time anyway. But if you give me time, I will always go on your time. Okay. But no problem.
I just summarize it so that others will come up.
It's all right. It's all right. So what I'm saying, to summarize it all, is that the Prime Minister has given the order, and that order must be respected.
Sure.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Ezioku. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I need to give you time now. Worry, sister, do not use more than 4 minutes. Go ahead and take the microphone.
Thank you, my darling brother Vam Vam Vam. Good evening, and God bless all of you. How are you? Thank you for everything. I miss our PM. I'm going to go back to rewatch it again a little bit, but I just want to draw your mind to something, because you are a pastor. When Noah, when he was building the ark to put animal, to put wherever, what did they do? Did they laugh at him or not? Were they rejoicing with him? Did they help him to do the act? They didn't. They laughed at him. They keep on laughing us that we are social media country, right? They are laughing. A time will come, the boat will be closed. That ark will be shut. People inside will be people inside. You understand? Like
Yes.
he said North Korea, some of them, they don't have citizen. They don't have their passport, but they have like a green card, just like leave to remain. That's what they have. That is what will happen to Biafra people when the time comes. They are laughing now that we are social media country, but when it will happen, they will look for cry, they will not see. When the rain will start falling, that will swallow the world. You know what I mean? Then Biafra will come. And I'm supporting my brother Elvis or Mavis with what he just said, because if you see the Muslim, what do they do from their mosques? They teach them how to be wicked to Christians from babies, not from adults, not from teenagers, from baby. They teach you how. You see, there is one of these people play all the time when the man said, "I never liked the Igbos anyway, but let's be realistic. Our court has given judgment that they should allow Nnamdi Kanu to go." Look at her saying, "I never liked them anyway." Why? Not that she knows us, but because of what they taught.
What she was taught, yeah.
Yes. But now she grew to know that what they taught her was not what she's saying. That's why she said, "I never liked them anyway, but let's be realistic. Let's give our courts a chance to release Nnamdi Kanu." So she saw that what they taught her in that Muslim is wrong. So they teach them from youth. I am 101% in support of this thing that this guy just said. It makes sense. Die.
Thank you. That
is
so maybe you are about to get your own job, to do your own role.
I don't mind. I did Gidigba.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank
you, my brother.
Thank you, my beloved sister. All right. Ezioku, there's another Ezioku requesting to come in. That must be an impersonator. Am I correct? Unmute yourself. Maz Ezioku. Could it be you? All right. Anyway, Dan Do, we want to have you now. Please take your turn, please. No, unmute yourself.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello, Pastor. Greetings to you.
Greetings.
I've listened to you several times on air for years.
Wow.
And it's a very great opportunity for me to get interaction with you. I'm calling in from Chicago, Illinois.
Wow.
And I want to thank you so much and all the Biafran patrons for all the great work you've been doing with our PM. The enemies of progress thought that by capturing our leader that Biafra will be disorganized. It's so heartwarming to see that God has raised able men. Our leader will be so happy where he is.
Yes.
That the fire is on. It's even exceeding what it was before. Before we had just ESN. Today we have a standing BLA and BRF.
Wow.
And there's no going back.
No going back.
This is just the beginning. There is no going back.
Wow.
I want to also, I try to reach you to give a suggestion to something that I think the PM maybe should consider it, as we also individually donate our funds. Maka Ego Keji Ogongwaga.
Exactly.
Ego Keji Ogongwaga, and we have the men that are already on ground. All they need is materials and resources.
Exactly.
To show these people that no, 5 million, they cannot die in vain.
Yes.
The God of Israel will avenge, and the God of Israel will give us the Biafra we are looking for.
He said,
now, only one Okwimonya Chiburu Obodo Gabon. Bongo.
Yes.
But one of those Kwashoko-stricken children who almost died before Umar Bongo adopted him.
Okay.
And one for Biafra, one for Biafra. I know what I the story, so he is very much sympathetic to what we are doing.
Okay.
And Achiana Obodo Gabon for many years. So the man is Jokbogo.
Okay.
And Obruna, our leadership, Gary, and so either by writing him or sending a delegation to him. I got support.
I saw your comment. I think I saw your comment on YouTube, and I responded. I put my number. I'm not going to that comment. Somebody wrote comment. Yeah, I put my number and I asked you to message me. So maybe you didn't see the number. Maybe you should copy my number now. Just message me so that we can talk, about this. I only will contact here, but we need people Jobogo. We really need people Jobogo that will support what we are doing.
Exactly. Yeah. 2 or 3 persons like that can be the financial pillar for if I name it. And our boys, God will give them the victory. By God's grace.
You see.
Okay, it's your contact now.
Yeah, now WhatsApp, now YouTube. I put the number there, but this is the same number I put there, so you can just take a screenshot of it now, or you write it out so that you will message me on WhatsApp.
Okay, great. Thank God. I think God is working great things. And apart from me, outstandingly.
Yes. That's what we need.
Thank you, Pastor. God bless you and strengthen you and all the members of the Biafran Republic government in exile who are supporting our able PM.
You see?
God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. So when we will talk, when you message me, I'm going to call you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Ezioku, I want to believe it is you that is there. Ezioku, please, can you open that camera? Let me be sure. Because people, they will be doing some things now to impersonate our people. Come and use the names that we are familiar with. You bring them up on the stage. And okay, it is you. Oh, sorry. Okay. I didn't want, okay. It is you. All right. So once I say it is you, just put off the camera. All right. Worry sister, we still have you. So quickly give us your closing remark so that I will close this service tonight.
Now, are you going now?
Yeah, I want to go and sleep because I'm going to work. I'm going to work tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. I have another powerful person that just came in. But go ahead and talk. I have a Akos that just came in.
Okay, let me wait. Let him go now. Let me wait. Let me not talk let the person talk.
Yeah, my brother, you need to put on shirt too. My brother Akos, are you without shirts? Oh, okay. Hey, just remove the camera. Don't show your face if you don't want to put on shirts. I don't. Are you ready to come up? His network is not. Mazezioku, please take the microphone, please.
Okay, Pastor, it is well. I will thank God for everything, and I also thank God for you and every other comrade that are doing very well. It's not easy to be coming out like this. It's not easy.
Hey, the thing don't throw away, Ambo. The network have thrown him out. The network have thrown him out. And the other brother too, the network did not allow him to come in.
But I'm still here.
Yeah. So my worry sister.
Yes, sir. I didn't get it.
Very soon we call you for work.
I did. Can't pay. Now my brother be that. Simon Okpa, I'm not going anywhere. I die here.
We die here.
We die here. We die here. We ain't going nowhere. You understand? Yes, so we die here. I just the big Biafrans, they made them understand, say what our PM they do. Nobody can do it. Somebody said there is a purpose. That's why our leader Nnamdi Kanu is in that dungeon. There is a purpose for it. Nothing will do him. Nothing. If anything for Dwana, for Kenya, nothing. And they are scared like a white. They fear. Nothing go must do him. You understand? Nothing go do him. And I'm so happy with our people. When you go for the, how they call it, Bakassi Peninsula, I just they rejoice. When I heard the news today, I am so happy. Biafra is here. Before, I never get the belief that Biafra will come. I always have double mind and I don't key to it. But since I meet this, my formidable PM, man, every day I'm looking, like I said, I keep on saying it. I'm like a media prostitute. And they work out, they find weird live meeting day. I will go up and down, up and down. If I'm at work, sometimes I will just go corner, I will go search. I preach it now. I preach it. I tell people at work. I tell the white people. Some of them know, some don't know. But I keep on saying it. I say the problem we have is this. And they tell British people that the problem we have is British, is the monarchy. I keep on. Some of them, these white people, some of them don't like the monarchy itself. They don't like it. Many of them don't like the monarchy. Many of them don't like this wherever king or wherever. They don't like her. So when I talk like that, some of them give me listening ear. You know, some don't, but some do. You understand? So Biafra is here. Our people will not say we not get, but we could try. All these our big people will go lead the beg. They made a try. Write their name in the book of life. Write your name in the book. Whether you get, you not get, do it in a way that nobody will know. They've told you. You can contribute without you showing your face, without you putting anything. Do it and anonymous to put the money. You know, because it will help you and help your generation. It will help your family. Like they said, after the war, they gave you only 20 naira, be $20 or wherever. But look at you today. I said, look at you today. If you can strive with that, you think, say, if Biafra come, your load go, your money go, you not go get anything. No, your money will still be there. Just help us to achieve what we are doing. Please, Biafrans. And I'm so happy that they listened to my PM and they sat at home and the election did not hold at all. On a cock and bull story, now they tell us. That's why the same girl, that, what is her name, Aisha? Oh, when NSAS came, nobody knew that NSAS was here. It just came suddenly, that another revolution is coming. And I pray for that revolution to come. So that they will know that revolution will definitely come, and it will come very soon because people are really planning on the ground for that revolution to come, and it will come because who they rule us now? Not Dodoyo, now they rule us. Now they rule us.
Why they rule them, not be us.
Yes, now they rule them. Absolutely. Now they rule them. You understand? Armed robber, now they rule them. Drug dealer, now they rule them. Money laundering, now they rule them. You understand? So the revolution will come. You go kill Taya. He never starts. You go kill something, go kill your own generation, kill your own picking self. Make it a kill. Thank you, my brother. So we thank you, people. Thank you very much for your work every day. You're at work, you are doing it, you are home, you are doing it. I don't know the strength that you have. I just love you so much with your effort and this zeal that you ginger me, my brother. I always look forward to see you. You ginger me, and God will bless all of you. Thank you. This media. Thank you, my darling brother.
Thank you, beloved. Thank you very much. All right. Akos, please, can you begin to speak?
Yes.
Let's see if we can hear you.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Thank you so much. Honestly, I just want to use this opportunity to thank everyone in the house and the over 70 million IPOB worldwide. You know, many a times when they will say, I think it was just those early stage, maybe in 2019 and 2020 or so, when I will ask Simon Ekpa, do you have any question? Akos, I will say yes. I will ask question. But at
Please,
a point,
before you go on, I was almost forgetting what I wanted to do. Please, everybody watching us right now, we have 378 watching on Raf Chamaka TV. We have 81 watching on Nigeria Global. That is over 460 people watching. Please, immediately I drop this mic and I close this program. Elvis.nation will go live. Elvis.nation will go live. So please just go there. You can even go there and subscribe now so that you will get the notification when it goes live. Just type Elvis.nation on YouTube. You are going to have him. He will go live. And you know, so what we are saying here is not what he will say. He will go in another dimension. So you will get a different spice tonight from another platform. So don't forget to hook up with Elvis.nation. Immediately we finish now. And I am sure I will be running up in the next 10 minutes. No more than 10 minutes, we are running up. So go ahead, my brother. You have 3 minutes more. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, like as I was saying, I got to a point I don't bother myself to ask questions. Rather, I listen to Simon Ekpa. A lady posted today. She said, my only problem I have with Simon Ekpa is that whenever she listens to other news source, she will understand it the way they said it. She will grab whatever interpretation they give. That same news source that she had from and was able to understand everything, whenever Simon Ekpa carries the same news and analyze it, she will off balance and she will now see light from what she said she thought she understood. But when Simon analyzes it, it turns to another thing entirely. So what she was celebrating before now becomes something that she needs to throw away completely from her life. That is what we call divine leadership. Divine. All right. So when someone is being led by Chukwu Kabiama, let me tell you, there is nothing, everything he says, once he opens his mouth, don't think he's the one saying anything. Do you know that almost 98% of what Simon is saying, he's not the one saying it? I can bet you that. That's why I respect him. Look at the way he talked to like our people will say, "Ona some madanya." He called Pastor Vam Vam Vam. He said, "Rafa Chamaka Jerry, hear me now." Which other name did he mention that day? Raf. Man, that's where I knew. Believe you me, that is the highest distraction anybody can give. They know what in fact, he has seen it all. They wanted to use these people they know we are already there. So let somebody that we feel we hold with high esteem, the moment we puncture it, and the moment he said it, I stopped writing anything against anybody. Let us focus on this and we move on. My brother, you guys are doing a great job. In my little corner, I'm doing mine. All right. In my little corner, I do mine and I write. Very good at writing. But the point is, our people should rally around. And I pity those people who refuse to come out, so that their case will not be like the case of the husband to Abigail. The man that felt he was the richest man then, and David dealt with it. In fact, David wanted to even deal with him, but eventually God decided to deal with the husband of Abigail. All right, we know the story. As a Bible scholar, we know the story. Do you look at PM today? That guy was tired when he was coming back from the meeting he went for, just because of over 70 million IPOB worldwide. The guy was tired. You can see stress all over him. That is when I have to pick up my pen again. I started writing and I prayed for him. There's no day I don't pray. I post, I pray, I do everything, quote the scriptures, I pray. Even if he doesn't see, if he doesn't respond, it doesn't matter. God knows that. Chukwukabiama knows that I have been doing my own part. This man doesn't sleep. And he said something very salient the other day, if you remember. He said, the day I completely give everything, you see, thank you so much.
Thank you
So
so
that
much.
I don't know. All I'm saying is that Biafra must come. In fact, Obiagodikita, I'll be the most joyous person because Oduduwa people. Anyway, don't let us go into that because a lot of things are there already. I don't want to open another chapter so that I don't go away from what we are saying. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. I will give my brother Ezioku the chance to close it. Please, I have pinned the link to elvis.nation. I have pinned it on these both channels, wherever you are watching from. The link that is pinned there now is elvis.nation. Just go there, subscribe, set your notification. Immediately we end this broadcast, Elvis will be coming live. Ezioku, please close the sermon for us and let us call it a night.
Okay, yes, Raf, you have done well. You have done well, and I must thank you so much for giving me another opportunity to make, my closing remarks. And I just want us to have this in mind to rephrase back a little bit on what we know. And we knew that the Biafra is a spirit. Of course, we know that. And then, at the same time that Master Simon Ekpa is a spiritual man. And we also remember the Bible tells us that as many that were led by God's Spirit, they are the sons of God. And when you look at these whole things that I've just mentioned here today, you will find out that Master Simon is a spiritual man. And also want to let us to understand today that distraction is also spiritual. And thank God for Master Simon Ekpa, who is a spiritual man, who is led by God's Spirit, that was able to understand what this spiritual so-called distraction was planning to come to do. And he raised his thunderous voice to put a stop to the movement of that distraction that wants to damage something. In fact, we have gone far, almost getting to the end of the whole thing. And this distraction came from nowhere. And thank God for him, who happens to be a spiritual man and was able to stop this. I thank him so much wherever he is. God will continue to use him. God will continue to empower him. God will continue to support him in every means possible. Anything that he lays hands to do for this Biafra liberation, he will never be disappointed in the name of Chukwukabiama. The God that have called him to this journey, that God will lead him to the end of this journey. He will finish and will finish well. And those who are supporting him, people like you, Mazi, Raf Ajere, God will also clothe you with his power. You will support him as every means possible, and also every other people that are around, that surrounded him. The Almighty God will use them all to support it. All of them, they will support him. And this Biafra must surely come in the name of Chukwu Okikabiama, I pray. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, Wonderman. Thank you very, very much. All right. I think by the grace of Chukwu Okikabiama, our Prime Minister will be coming to Italy on Town Hall. The Town Hall meeting in Italy, I think it will be happening a day after tomorrow. Hopefully, I will keep you posted tomorrow if the Town Hall meeting will be taking place on the 16th. Actually, the flyer had been posted earlier. We are going to repost them, and the links will be out for the town hall of our Prime Minister in Italy. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And remember to keep the website rolling. Let me play the jingle. Remember to keep donating to this particular cause.
Biafrans all over the world, let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrepublicgov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it. Biafrans all over the world, let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrepublicgov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it. Biafrans all over the world, let us
the governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home, and government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland. The governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home, and government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland. The governor of the state.
Odogwu ga na-apụ apụ na-abata abata. Ịghọtago? Odogwu ga na-efepụ na-efepata ka ihe wee na-eme. We will build Biafra from scratch, and it will be one of the best countries in the world. Oge mo yọgọ na n'anya. Odogwu ga na-apụ apụ na-abata abata. Ịghọtago? Odogwu ga na-efepụ na-efepata ka ihe wee na-eme. We will build Biafra from scratch, and it will be one of the best countries in the world. Oge mo yọgọ na n'anya.
Nobody wanna choke my out for the matter. Imagine full country now na scapegoat. Because animal politicians they we are good. Uncontrollable longer throat, make a dot to vote for animals the way we are good. On top of Nyama country come the flow to. I'm on the stuff and a new episode. Up on the I said them lost the code. Pastors no see Bible pass the quote. The hunger they much and they no get antidote. No antidote, cause the stack bad dope. Some they put call to Alpha, then one bath soap. People where they chat bad too much. So the embassy feast a finish. It be like say aeroplane fuel it don't finish. I swear to God the fuel don't start. Situation no report. Baba we no be your mate. Baba we they shake economy. Now it make me and my people with a sick autonomy. We want go. I'm on the matter self with choke. Because everybody turn them to cruise. Because Nigerians love to they suffer and smiling. They prefer to pray to God and to fight for change.
I am the product and the survival of children and the generation that were starved to death. And I am very, very angry. I'm very, very angry. Instead of that we cannot get this Biafra, I will turn to a beast. I will turn to a beast. I will become a beast. You see those children that you see, you count their ribs, and their stomach are big. You see their stomachs running up every day. We came from them. This generation of Biafra, we come from them. We come from their survivors. And you know, I will be a beast. I will be a beast for Biafra to come. It doesn't matter what you think about it, but I'm telling you now today that 20 pounds, we are the product, the end product of 20 pounds each. We are the end product of Kwashoko. We came from Kwashoko. Malnutrition, starvation, genocide. But our grandchildren, our grandfather, our fathers, they survived it. They survived it. I want you to document the video I'm doing because it will go down in history of humankind. How we are going to get this Biafra. Or at least, how we are going to disintegrate Nigeria. How we dissolve Nigeria will go into the history of mankind. And I will be part of it. And some people are beating their chest to be part of the ethnic cleansing, jihad, killing.
Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kileri, gina cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again, come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me. Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kileri, gina cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again, come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me. Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kileri, gina cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again, come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me.
Ọkpụkpụ mbụ abụrụ ọkpụkpụ na-anọ mmadụ n'onu onye aha ka dị ndụ. No. Ọkpụkpụ nke mụ ọ nọrọ gị n'onu ogbuo gị pee. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mụ Nigeria n'onu. Gbaa ndị iro Biafra n'onu. Gbaa ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Anọ m ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ. Woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simon Ekpa for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today. And every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria come 2023.